Action. You on? Is this on? Is this thing on? Guys, I am sick.
And I am hungover.
So bear with us.
Bear with us.
I think we say that every episode, and some of you are bearing with us.
Yeah.
So thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
On today's agenda,
I don't even know what I have written for this week.
either.
I genuinely have no
let's
idea.
just talk about the week. Let's start with that. I was sick all week. I didn't do anything. I watched my nieces and my nephew last night. I will never have more than 2 kids. I refuse to be outnumbered. I found that out.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Oh yeah, we also were like really late. Like we recorded on Monday and then edited on Thursday, so everything just feels off. We got to get back on our schedule.
It was just a weird week. Everything was weird.
Yeah.
I had a weird fucking week too. Your
shower broke.
My shower broke.
Have you had to do the scariest thing ever as an adult, and that is texting your landlord?
Yeah. I did have to text my landlord and be like, hey, Paul, I don't have any hot water, and also when I pull the little thingy out to, like, get my water to go to the shower head, it does not do that.
I saw this TikTok today, and it was this shower head, one of those detachable ones, and it was on, and it was, like, floating and, like, squirting all over the bathroom, and I don't know why, but it reminded me of you.
That was a traumatizing experience. I lost a couple friends this week. Friends? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that? I don't even care today. I feel terrible. I'm hungover. Remember that bitch I was talking about last week? Girl's girl? We're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna leave it at that. And I'm convinced that I don't want to be friends with anyone anymore.
No, I feel that.
I kind of am just like, damn, this is what happens when I make new friends.
That's why I am very scared to make friends.
Yeah.
You are the newest friend
that
I've had, and you're the only one that stuck around. So thank you.
I have new friends from work, and it's really just starting to. I now have 2 life rules, and it is don't befriend your coworkers and don't fuck your coworkers.
Those are good rules to have.
Those are my good. Guess what? Guess who watched my Instagram story last night?
Dr. Phil?
Yeah!
Oh,
sorry.
I scared him. He was dead asleep.
I was really excited about that.
It's okay. Go ahead and lay on your pillow. Lay down.
Lay down. It's okay.
Lay down.
He's like, what?
He doesn't even know how to dog anymore. You scared him so bad.
I'm sorry, Cotty. Get in your chair. Get in your chair. Sorry. You can have this for... Here.
It's the nap tax.
Yeah, because I woke you up. Yeah.
Did you ever unfollow him?
No. I still follow him. And he, as we learned a couple episodes ago, unfollowed me months ago. But then randomly last night, I looked at my Instagram stories, and his picture was down there. And I was like,
what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I just want to know, like, what came about that.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Did you, like one of his stories again?
No.
You haven't been liking his stories?
He hasn't posted anything.
Damn, he's on a cleanse again.
He doesn't post anyway, ever. It's very random. So.
Wow, that's some big news.
That was really exciting for me. Yeah, that was something. That really just, that was good for me. So, yeah.
Dr. Phil, it is on site.
It was such a weird week.
It was a weird week. And speaking of weird things, I get onto Snapchat, and do you guys ever just see 2 people dating that you don't even remember talking? Like, ever, like, interacting? I feel like there's, like, 5 couples who have come out of high school where you're like, I didn't even know they knew each other.
Yeah.
It's just great. Good for them. But it's just crazy. So how are you guys, like, meeting these people? Are you guys, like, you just got them on Facebook and start talking? Because I keep telling Evie that she needs a rando from high school, so. Tell us how you guys are doing it.
I was going to say something, but it's sad.
No.
Yeah. I tried. It's fine. Yeah, genuinely. I get a text from Maddie as I'm pulling and getting gas. It's fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, hey, you up?
I love
text is crazy.
I feel like I send those to you a lot. Or like, hey, I love them. What are you doing?
Yeah, I love them because I'm like, damn, this is the first time in a while I've gotten one, actually, a couple weeks. So I'm like, that's nice. So I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, do you have blank blank on Snapchat? And I was like, I don't know. Let me go check. I don't. He unfollowed me years ago, but I do still have him on Instagram. So I was like, weird. She was like, he posted him in blank blank on his story. And I was like, what? And it genuinely is just like, these are two people who could not have hated each other more in high school.
Yeah, or just came from completely different groups. And I was looking at the picture for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding. I saw it last night.
Mm-hmm.
Thought about it in my dream. Woke back up and then checked again to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Because I was like, is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
It's so weird. As soon as you said that, I was like, what? And it was just so...
Okay, so who's a guy that we can thank for you from high school that everybody would be like, what is she doing? I think...
Two completely different groups.
I can't remember anybody from high school.
Can we bleep this?
Yeah.
I was gonna Imagine. I hate that bitch, so I would never.
That's why it's funny.
No!
It'd be like the blank and blank and blank.
Gross. I had a crush on...
He really scares me.
Why?
Did I not tell you what he did?
No.
Okay, we might cut this whole part. We'll see how I'm feeling about it at the time.
Yeah.
I was a freshman in high school. He was a junior at that time.
Mm-hmm.
We were both in physical science. He sat in front of me. I had a boyfriend at the time. And he would text me, asking me to give him head, and when I was going to break up with my boyfriend, and Evie.
I can't have shit.
Evie, no, it's not a you problem, it's a them problem.
I
They're
know.
Scary. I wasn't the only one. They're scary.
Damn, was I the only one not getting these texts?
Did you know him?
Yeah. No.
Freshman year? Okay.
Well, I think I had maybe one class.
See, I sat right next to him, and so we added each other on Snapchat, and from there it was like, okay,
yeah.
Gotta delete it now.
I think I had talked to him maybe once. Me and T had a mutual crush on him.
And
we
then
were like, oh my god.
I knew his sister, and she was talking about him one day, and I said, hey girl, I hate to tell you this. Your brother's a creep.
Your brother's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was still hot.
Yeah, it's fine. We love a hot creep.
Yeah, we love a hot creep.
Don't hold us on that.
That was just such a weird situation. And especially I was like, take a picture and send it to me.
Yeah, he's like, get on Cody's iPad and take a picture of it.
I needed to see it. Immediately, as soon as you send it to me, I'm pumping gas. I'm on my phone, and I'm like... turning my brightness all the way up, like, oh my god, that really is. And I was like, oh my god.
Like, I was really hoping you were going to text me back and be like, no, I don't think so.
No. Completely. I hope that we are not the only ones who were texting each other. Like, did you just fucking see that?
We're not, because I see TikToks and stuff all the time where people are like, me texting my best friend to ask if she just saw who broke up or who's dating or who's pregnant. You just gotta keep in the loop.
It was fucking weird. That whole thing was weird.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So just speak. Sorry, guys. We talk a lot about people from high school, but that's because that's the only people we know. Okay, we talked about this in probably episode 4.
Okay.
3, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Being in somebody's subscribed on Snapchat. And today, the girl that I saw in my subscribed, it really hurt my feelings because I'm not like an unadder. Yeah. Unless we have genuine beef, I'm not unadding you. and this girl unadded me, and I thought we were friends. And yeah, yeah, I'm in her subscribed, so deleted her.
I genuinely, we send each other TikToks back and forth every single day.
Yeah.
So, like, if that would have happened to me, I would have been
pod.
like, yeah.
So, if you're watching this, are you mad at me? I don't know what I could have done. I genuinely don't.
I don't know, dude.
I don't talk to anybody. I don't do anything.
Let me go through my subscribed real quick. I know she's not on there because I checked, but gotta make sure that nobody else.
Well, then I was going and double checking to see what other people have unadded me. Don't be freaking rude, you guys.
No, literally.
If you don't want to see my story, just like ask me to block you from it.
No, literally. You're like, oh, okay. Okay, I don't have anybody in my subscribed that.
Oh wait, I didn't know you could check it like that.
Yeah.
But will it show you all even if they haven't posted?
No.
Ugh, that's what I need. Whatever.
You know who viewed my TikTok profile today?
Who? Oh my god, did you see he freaking accepted our follow request? Why did you follow him?
That was weeks ago.
We gotta stop doing this.
That was weeks ago when he was sending me the fucking you up texts.
I send more of them though. And mine are at more appropriate times. Oh, I can't believe this. People are just so rude. Evie, that really hurt my feelings.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Is that why you put I fucking hate girls?
Yeah, I was really mad.
It actually says I'm fucking hate girls. What are you
doing? So for the next segment. It was at 6 this morning, okay? It was mad.
I understand.
Speaking of girls I hate Alabama Barker. She was another girl I get on my TikTok today. She's shaking ass.
I saw that too.
She pisses me off. She's really annoying.
I don't like her music.
I don't like her music. Was raised so privileged.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, we making it out. Making it out of what, dude?
Beverly Hills.
That's what I'm saying. Where do you want to live?
Yeah.
I'm tired of these rich kids not understanding that they literally have no problems. Alabama, come live a day in my life and see if you have time to shake ass on TikTok. You don't know how hard it is to be a podcaster, okay?
You don't know how hard it is to be an influencer.
It's just so annoying. Like, you've never had to pay for anything.
Yeah.
Why are you beefing on TikTok with Tana Mojo right now?
Yeah. I just feel like every single celebrity, if you were raised with money, like...
Honestly, yeah. It's not about Alabama Barker. It's about rich people. I really hate rich people
This is going to be controversial, and cancel me if you have to, but if you were raised with money, if you're a celebrity and you were raised with money, you're privileged, and I will always hold a certain amount of hate for you in my heart.
Yeah.
Because you'll never truly understand what it's like.
Yep. I remember Dave Portnoy. Did you see that whole thing on BFFs? Mm-mm. So there was this clip on TikTok, and this girl was like crying, and she's like, I have an hour commute to work every day, there and back. Mm-hmm. By the time I get home, it's 7 o'clock. Yeah. I have to eat dinner. I don't know how I'm supposed to have time to go to the gym or socialize or do any of this. So they reacted to it on BFFs, and all of them were like, well, get a new job. Like, figure it out. That's life. That's hard. Dave, I understand that at some point he worked and he had to build that company, but I think he's so out of touch now with the money that he makes. He has no idea how it is to live a life in this day.
How hard it is to
Brianna and Josh have never had to work.
Yeah.
They started this out of high school, in high school, whatever.
It's just crazy.
So that annoyed me.
The fact that, I don't know. It's hard.
I'm deleting that one. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
There's something about people who just, they let money control their lives.
Which I think if we get rich, when we get rich, I think that I'm going to be out of touch. But I don't think like that.
I don't think I'll be out of touch like that. Mm-hmm. I think I'd be out of touch, like I wouldn't check my bank account anymore.
Yeah.
I'd just use my card.
But I also would do a lot to help other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like some do, but a lot don't.
No.
Like, nobody's speaking up for what's going on with Palestine and all of that stuff until finally people started unfollowing them and blocking them.
Yep.
Whatever. Sorry, this is a ranty episode.
This is just a random episode. I'm trying to see.
Talk about your shark.
So we talked about it a couple episodes ago. Maddie got me a shark for Christmas. His name was Babu. He was a hammerhead shark, and he was living off the coast of Florida.
Remember how I told you I was scared that he was gonna die?
I don't think he died. I don't know if he died. It was really just, I went on one day.
Is he back?
No.
Maybe his tracker just fell off. I'm
Yeah.
really hoping that's what
Says your animal's tracker is no longer sending signals. So that's fine. They automatically just give you a new one. So I have a new shark. He's also a hammerhead. His name is Poseidon. He is so fucking cute. He's got little teeth.
He is very cute.
He's got little teeth, and I want to insert a picture because he just looks stupid. And it is so cute.
I really forget that their eyes are all the way over there.
They're literally like
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. He's traveled 15.4 miles since his last location, traveled over 2,000 miles since he's been tracked. His average speed is 0.5 miles per hour.
Lazy boy.
Yep. About Poseidon. His biggest threat is a net. As seen on Shark Week.
I'm just kidding.
Bad. As seen on Shark Week 2022, great hammerhead sharks are often seen swimming near around wrecks, and this is exactly where we found and tagged this large male. This hammerhead measured 337 centimeters, stretched total length, is mature, and is large enough to take on bigger prey such as other sharks and giant tarpon for its dinner. During the Discovery Channel show, this hammerhead was seen heading north towards Texas, but where will he go next? Apparently. Well, he is also in Florida.
You got a famous one.
I do have a famous one. He is also... No, he's not off the coast of Florida. JK. He was off of the coast of Florida, but then he kind of just swam around, and he went over by New Orleans, and he was last seen kind of near, like, Houston. So, he is still over by, like, Texas.
Hey, so, not that far. We can go find him.
He's closer. We can go see him. That's so cute.
I was trying to explain to my nieces today how far Washington, D.C. is, and I'm not kidding. It took me 30 minutes to explain to them that it is not in Washington. I said, guys, it's across the country. Brooke said, I thought it was 4 states away. I said, Brooke, let me go ahead and pull up a map for you.
You're like, hey, thanks. That's actually Washington itself.
Yeah.
That's great.
I felt pretty smart. I love explaining things to them. They don't know that much.
They're babies.
Yeah. I also love lying to them.
Oh, completely.
So Carly will just ask me some questions where I'm like, what do you want me to say to that? So like one time she asked me, what if a plane just fell on top of us? And I'm like, oh, well, we would explode. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, we would just explode instantly.
She's like, my Aunt Maddie's so smart. That actually brings me into what I wrote down. One of the things I wrote down this week. I wrote, who approved Evie on the questions line at work? We have a direct line called the questions line. So I'm normally in the scheduling line, and I help people with time frames and routes and whatever they need. And I just help the people who work in the building. I don't talk to customers. I talk to my other coworkers who need help and aren't, who don't do my job.
Right.
And I'm also in the questions line, which is just like, hey, if you have something urgent, if you have an urgent question and you have a customer on the line, you can call this line and you'll get one of us and we can help you. I be lying. 100%. 100%. It's mostly about sales stuff because I don't really understand sales stuff.
Yeah.
So they'll ask me a question and they'll be like, oh, like, is this, and this? And I'm like, oh, no, yeah, absolutely not. And then as I'm texting Carson, like, is this, and this? And he'll be like, yes. And I'm like, oh, dang.
You're like, oh, well, they're going to call back later.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I just gave them false information, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Sometimes I just be liking to, say stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, there are some times where I'm like, dang, I have actually never heard of that before. I don't know. Let me check. If it's like a big thing.
This is an 80-20 chance that I'm right, so let me take it.
Yeah. If it's kind of just like, all right, what do I do?
Right.
There was one the other day. There was one the other day. I get a call. She's like, I've never seen this billing situation before. I guess this lady had owed like 3 invoices, March, April, and then May. And it was like February, April, and May. But March was paid for some reason. And normally when you pay an invoice, it'll just go to the oldest one.
Right.
You don't like pay a certain invoice. Because, like, why are you going to pay March but not February?
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. So she was like, yeah, I've never seen this before. I was just, trying to see what was going on. I was like, oh, I can fix this. I could not fix it. I was like, yeah, let me take a look. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And
I'm like, why did I tell her I could fix it?
I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So I 100% probably did something wrong, but I made it seem like I fixed it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
The company got paid somehow.
So, I mean, I also take escalated calls. I get paid more to take escalated calls, so, like, my leads don't have to. Took my first one. I have been able to take escalated calls. I took that and finished that training in March, which 2 months ago. I just took my first one last week on Thursday. And it was just one of the girls texted me and was like, are you busy? Literally no one else can take this. And I was like, all right.
All right, I'm scared.
Took it, and I was expecting to get yelled at. No, I got the nicest guy ever.
Oh, nice.
And he was screaming at the other girl.
Yeah.
But as soon as I was like, hey, it's Evelyn. I'm a manager over here at Moxie. He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. I'm like, no, I don't.
You're like, actually, I am a 21-year-old teenager.
I am a 21-year-old podcaster who does this to pay my rent.
I only do this part-time.
So I'm like, all right. I just had to be boop boop and switch things around, and he was fine.
On my next resume, I'm putting full-time podcaster on it.
Oh my god.
Nickelodeon is looking for TikTok creators, like, for them to run their TikTok account. I'm about to apply, just see what happens.
No, absolutely not.
I need it for SpongeBob. That's what they're doing it for. I could run a SpongeBob TikTok account.
I could do that too. I don't know. Nickelodeon scares me.
An instrument. Come on, that's the funniest line in SpongeBob.
You're right. Nickelodeon scares me. The Dan Schneider stuff.
Yeah, but he's gone. He doesn't run it.
Yeah.
I thought Nick Cannon ran Nickelodeon for the longest time, probably until I was 16.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. He has 14 kids. Got hair on it?
Yeah. Got Doritos on it. It's just a snack for later. Sorry. Headphone warnings.
I need a cigarette.
Literally me. I got so drunk last night, guys. It was really bad. I had made these plans with Ev and Nora to go to Ev's house because it was her little brother's 15th birthday. And it was just supposed to be like food, good time, getting drunk. My biggest downfall is every single time they want to throw a party, I work that Saturday. So I go over there after work, and I get there immediately. As soon as I walk in, she's like, grab a drink out of the fridge. I'm like, all right. So I do.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I drank Smirnoffs all night, and once you drink a lot of them, they get to you. It was a crazy fucking night. I was wasted.
Yeah. Evies texted me all night how fun the party is. I'm sending her pictures back of my 3 kids that I'm keeping. Watching Shrek.
No, literally, I'm sending videos of Nora shaking ass while her shirt's off for some reason. And Maddie's like, here's my night. And it's the kids just laying here on the couch. And I'm
eating popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm a good mom.
I'm like, oh, okay. We were just...
That's okay. Wait till you have nieces and nephews. It's coming.
No. No, it's not. So, that's wonderful. It was just a crazy night. And then I ended up falling asleep on the couch. And those bitches woke me up at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, come on, let's go get food. Food? At 6:30?
Like, please, guys, I'm still drunk.
I know.
Give me another drink.
Nora was trying to crack open a buzzball before we left.
Oh, hell
and I
no.
said, Nora, what the fuck are... No. I was fine. I could drive, and I was not drunk anymore, but I feel like shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god. But she was like, I just need to crack open a buzzball. I'm not driving. I was like, no.
No.
I was like, get in the car. We're going to Don Pancho's right now so I can get my bowl of pozole. Alright? And I did, and that shit was fucking delish. There's nothing. I have only had pozole at like birthday parties when I used to be with my ex, and then I tried to make it a couple months after we broke up because her grandma like told me how to make it, showed me. So I was like, I'm gonna try and make it. I made that shit spicy as fuck. So I definitely need to try again. And it wasn't the same. And then this was my first time in a while having authentic pozole.
Yeah.
When you're like hungover too. That was everything I needed at 7 in the morning.
That's how I feel well, I haven't like experienced this yet, but I can't wait to like go get drunk on the beach and then go get like a bowl of clam chowder the next day. And I don't even really like clam chowder.
That is sick.
You don't like clam chowder?
Fuck no. That's
Do you
gross.
like seafood at all?
No, not one bit.
Okay, well then you don't get it.
Okay. I don't.
I've recently come to like clam chowder.
Clam chowder actually kind of just grosses me out. I don't know.
It was the texture that got me for a while, but now I think I'm growing out of it.
Yeah.
But there is this restaurant in Oregon, right on, I think it's in Lincoln City, right on the coast, and I've never liked clam chowder up until recently, but every time I went there, I would eat it because it's so yummy.
Yeah. My family, I think they like clam chowder. I don't like any seafood, but also, like, I don't know.
Were you raised on seafood?
No.
That's why.
Not one bit. My grandparents never ate it.
I could eat 300 shrimps.
And
probably 5 king crabs.
My mom and Poppy never ate it, and then my bio parents never ate it, and I got introduced to seafood when I was like 13, 14 when I went with my adopted family. And I tried their stuff and I just couldn't find anything that I liked.
What did you try?
I would try sushi.
Like raw fish?
Yes.
Because I don't eat that.
I would try their sushi. I've tried cooked fish.
I'm not a big fish person.
Salmon tastes like fucking cat food. It is absolutely disgusting.
The only fish that I eat is cod, and it has to be beer battered. It's not as fishy. It doesn't, because I don't like a fishy taste. Like, even if I eat tuna, it has to be like a tuna salad mixed with everything.
I don't like tuna at all.
But I don't like that fishy taste at all. But I can do like shrimp. You mix it with like garlic and butter. I could rip my eyes out right now.
The only thing I could eat is coconut shrimp. If we go to the buffet and they have coconut shrimp, I'm fucking up a couple of those.
Yeah.
Because it's delicious.
Maybe I gotta take you to a seafood boil. It will just change your whole experience. Trust me, Abby, it's so fun.
It really grosses me out.
Why?
Cracking open their legs and eating shit. I'm
really?
like,
I just see them as like bugs of the ocean, so it doesn't bother me.
That's worse. That's sick.
Why? To me, bugs don't feel anything.
Meat grosses me out in general. Sometimes, like the way you feel about chicken, if a piece of chicken's too big, that's kind of how I feel about that.
Really? I can eat a big old piece of crab meat, and I think it's because I know that it's gonna be the same texture all the way through. Whereas chicken, the texture kind of changes, like depending on how big the meat is. Crab is always gonna have the same texture. Same with shrimp.
Every couple months, I feel like I'm a vegetarian because I'll eat meat and I'm like,
I was eating a burger the other day that tasted too much like cow and I had to spit it out.
Yeah, it's just, I'm a big texture eater too. Like when the girls earlier were like, come on, like we're gonna go get food, we're gonna go to Don Pancho's, and they were like, oh, they have menudo. I hate menudo.
Really?
Fucking intestines? That's crazy. I can't do it.
I've never had that actually, now that you say it like that.
I had it in Mexico when I went to Tijuana with my ex's family, and I like the taste of it, but the texture, I can't do it. It's too chewy and elasticy, and it's just gross. So I was like, hell,
I swear I've had that though, but I don't remember anybody telling me it was that.
Menudo
Maybe they purposely didn't tell me that.
Is intestines, yes. So I got pozole because that was perfect. That's exactly what I needed.
Sorry, my mouth is so dry.
Traditional Mexican soup made with cow's stomach in broth.
Yeah, no, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, it's genuinely.
What's the craziest thing you've eaten?
Shit, like. That is the cow's stomach. Shit is disgusting.
What's the craziest thing you've
Craziest thing I've eaten? I don't know.
I've eaten like octopus. Oh, I tried swordfish one time. Oh, buffalo. I had a buffalo burger one time.
I've had some weird stuff that like my dad will bring home.
Have you had rattlesnake?
No. I had I tried some alligator.
Ooh.
My dad got some alligator from somewhere, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. I didn't. It was gross.
In my family we eat frog legs. That's
sick.
A redneck thing.
That is sick.
And I'm surprised you haven't done that.
Hell no, I refuse.
Gigging for frogs?
No.
Alright, let me tell you some redneck shit, Evie.
No, Maddie.
So my cousin has this little thing that he puts on his truck, and it extends out with a seat on it, right? And you drive along the banks, the canal banks, and you have a fork like this, and you get your frogs. You grab them and you stick them up, and then you put them in the bucket, okay? Then you get back to the house, and you kind of just smack them on the table.
Oh my god! Maddie!
and then you cook them and eat them. No, but Evie, they're not like cute little frogs. They're gross, big frogs.
I don't want to eat a frog in general. They're gross.
I'm gonna surprise you with some frog legs. It'll be cooked already. You don't have to see it be a frog. Trust me, it's good.
No, I fucking hate that, dude. It's so gross.
Evie,
craziest thing I ate
bring out some
probably
culture.
fucking the cow intestines. That's crazy.
Okay, you win.
That's sick. Ugh. That's so gross, dude. No, I refuse. I don't want to go to Oregon anymore.
It's not in Oregon. Those are my cousins in California.
Oh, I'm scared. You know what
That's my dad's side of the family.
You know what we do in Pennsylvania? We catch lightning bugs and we put them in a jar and we shake them.
I've never seen a lightning bug.
You've never seen a lightning bug? It's a...
I've seen them, not in real life.
I don't remember what they're actually called. I don't remember what they're actually called. Well, firefly.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
We call them lightning bugs on the east.
10 million fireflies.
These bad bitches will catch them and put them in a jar, and then you shake them.
See, that is something I can get down on, but I gotta take you frogging.
Frogging is crazy. Yeah. We don't do that.
We call it gigging for frogs.
We also catch cicadas. Cicadas really scare me.
No, cicadas I hate. Ben and Jonathan used to pick them up and chase me with them.
Cicadas are so fucking scary. That's great. That's amazing. It's sick.
They were covered in the park last night when I took the kids. Like the grass was covered in cicadas. It was nasty. They were jumping on Brooke.
I hate cicadas. They're so gross. My older cousins, Justin and Brandon, they would catch them, and then they'd also put them in the jar, and then you shake them up, and they make like the buzzing noise. It was pretty cool. That was the craziest shit that I did. That's about it.
I probably shouldn't tell you anymore. I feel like you're judging me.
No, I'm so scared right now. That's actually crazy. I don't do crazy stuff like that. I
only did crazy stuff like that with that family.
But see, we aren't that redneck.
My dad's side is a little crazy.
My dad probably has done that before, but like we haven't.
My Uncle Clyde used to give us kids machetes to cut his weeds down with. So it would just be all of us kids in his backyard with machetes. We're like 10.
That's crazy.
Like we're in the jungle.
My dad wouldn't trust us.
And my Uncle Clyde lived on this like property. Well, they still have the house. But if you walk down the little trail back into the forest, there's a whole river back there. And we used to swim in it as kids. But one of my older cousins told me that there's homeless people down there and they kill people. And so I haven't been down to the river in a while.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a city slicker. I'm a city girl.
Yeah. See, like, we hunt and all that kind of stuff.
My dad hasn't been hunting in years.
I'll take your dad.
Yeah, he might want to. We like to go camping and we like to do like rodeos and stuff like that.
Right.
But like actual like redneck stuff, no.
Oh, Evie, just hang out with me a little bit longer.
I wasn't put into this lifestyle until I was like 14, so
yeah,
I'm a little
that's
late.
what I'm saying. You were
No,
city up
I'm
until you met
scared.
Caitlin.
I'm scared.
And then they started introducing you, and now
They were like, hey, you ever been camping? And I was like, no. They're like, cool.
Why would I do that?
Exactly. Why would I camp when I have a bed at home?
Yeah.
Literally. Now I'm like, all right, let's go camping.
Yeah, you met Caitlin, and then God was like, all right, let me bring out the big dogs, and then you got me.
Yeah, I'm scared. Genuinely, I'm scared.
Sometimes I think about that, like things that I did with my dad and stuff, and I'm like, kids just don't do this.
Yeah.
Like, other kids don't do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like, why was I putting grout in my house in 3rd grade? Why was I grouting the kitchen in our house in 3rd grade?
I had to pay rent somehow.
Yeah, I had to earn my stay, bro.
Literally, the house burnt down. What family's gonna build a house with their hands?
No, literally.
All the way up. That's what we fucking did.
We pretty much did too. I mean, luckily we had a roof and like a foundation to work with.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of your dad for really getting that up.
He went for it.
But my dad literally went in that house and gutted it. We painted it, we put trim up, ripped up all the carpet, ripped up both the bathrooms and redid them.
Yep.
I'm like, Dad, please hire somebody.
Help my dad put flooring in.
Yeah.
Everything.
You know what I realized? People, like, I was wondering the other day, I'm like, if I buy like a washer and dryer, how am I going to install it? Because I forget that you pay people to install them for you, because my dad has never done that.
Yeah.
My dad will not pay for a service.
My dad either, unless it's something he really doesn't want to do, and he's like, absolutely not.
My dad passes it on to another kid.
He does that with Zane.
Yeah.
But if it's something that, like, Zane's 15, and he knows the rest of us aren't going to do it, he'll pay for it just so he can get it done and over with. I think I've seen a plumber
in my parents' house twice in the 16 years that they've lived there, and the bathroom is always messed up because the plumbing is horrible there.
Well, I'm so used to... I always had my dad, and if anything was wrong... We're holding toes, if you guys couldn't tell. I always had my dad, and if something was wrong, like, he was there to fix it. And then Zane. And then, like, I lived with my ex for 3.5 years. So it's like, she fixed everything. If there was an issue in the house, she fixed it. Tore up the carpet in all the rooms, put the flooring down by herself.
Right.
Like, she did all of that. I didn't have to worry about any of it. So my first thought when my shower broke and it wasn't working, it was, I need to call my dad.
Yeah.
But then it was like, no, I literally have a landlord who will come and fix this. See,
I still do that. Our garbage disposal broke like a month ago, and I put in a maintenance request, but then I called my dad and I was like, hey. And then he's like, hey, girl, we've never had a garbage disposal. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah. If it was something smaller, I'd be like, Dad. But, like, plumbing?
Yeah.
I'm like, Paul. And he was great. I texted him. He called me 4 minutes later. He got that shit done.
Paul is a great guy.
So I'm like, it's done and over with. Like, that's amazing.
I did ask my dad, because, like, Cartier has scratched some of the walls up. Not horribly, but, like, you can tell that they have scratches.
Yeah.
So I did ask my dad how to fix that. He told me.
Yeah.
I already bought the stuff. I just have to do it.
We're just some girls, you know? We just gotta learn how to...
girls. I don't know why anybody let us move out.
We just have to, you know, we have to learn how to do stuff on our own.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. But, like, I can do stuff. Like, I built Nora's bed frame a couple weeks ago, and then Ev was like, you're really good. Like, can you build my vanity, too? I was like, yeah. Just tell me when, and I'll come over and I'll do that. And she was like, where did you learn to do this? I was like, I just know how to.
I feel like you could read directions.
Yeah, it's easy.
Well, my dad's rule was, I'll buy this for you, you're setting it up.
Yeah.
So when I got my new bed frame, I set that up. When I got my vanity in 6th grade, I set that up.
Yeah.
So it was like, you can have it, I'm not putting it together for you.
Mine, I had my girlfriend for 5 years. She did everything for me. If I needed something built, if I needed something done, she was doing it. So then when I moved out and I had to do that shit by myself, even when I moved into that last apartment, she put the shit together and put it in there. I just hate her
right now, but I think you're giving her way too much credit. I think that was her right.
She did it all.
She should have. You deserved it.
That's crazy.
She should have done everything in the house. She should have cleaned, cooked, worked. You should have been able to stay in bed.
At the apartment?
Anywhere you guys lived. She should have figured it out.
No!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how I feel now. When you guys first broke up, I was like, oh, we can be civil.
She treated me good at first, so that's why I was like, okay. Don't roll your eyes. She did.
Everybody treats everybody good at first.
I know.
She's another one on site. What if I texted you and I was like, bro, you'll never guess who I just got into a fight with?
I'd be like, did somebody record?
I'm going to be like, hang on. Set my phone up.
Literally start swinging.
No, I'm not going to fight
her. Oh
her.
my god. She did. She treated me good at first, and she did anything I needed, she did it. And even, she did a lot more. What fucking ex is going to move all your stuff into your new apartment after they break up with you?
Well,
people
that
don't
sounds
do
like
that.
Guilty. She feels guilty.
Well, I also was a little baby and didn't know how to do anything by myself.
Well, as you should have been.
Maddie, what the fuck?
I told you she should have done everything for you.
No.
Yeah. That's why when Evie's ex-boyfriend, if you don't lift Evie up, carry her to bed every night, tuck her in, and then brush her hair.
No.
Yeah, that's your problem. You need to let somebody take care of you.
No. That was my issue. I let her take care of me for too long.
No, we talked about this. Financially and maybe building-wise, she took care of you. But we're talking like, we're going to have to cut this.
I didn't know how to do anything by myself, Maddie.
No, but remember we were
had to do it all myself.
She waited on you like emotionally so much, and like you were always like, let's go brush your teeth, let's go do this. Like you took care of her in that aspect.
She took care of me.
In that same aspect?
Well, we took care of each other.
You think so? Because I feel like we've had this conversation and you said it wasn't.
Well, I brushed my own teeth.
But that's that. There was ways that like you took care of her that I think you now need to switch around and let. But she definitely took care of me.
Like did all my oil changes, built anything. If I wanted something done in the house, I was like, I don't want carpet anymore. Tore it out. She put new flooring in immediately.
Yeah, I guess like, I'm just on a hate train.
I know. Promise, she did take care of me for a little bit, but
I don't ever want. I'm cutting this whole bit. I don't want to talk about her.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We've given her too much clout on this podcast.
Oh my god. I want to go home.
Sorry, I was going through my followers and I saw her today and it pissed me off.
Maddie, you remember when we first broke up and I was like, fuck that bitch, and you were like, no, like it's okay.
Well, now it's opposite. Okay?
Now it's opposite, and I'm like, it's okay. Like let's just get it over with, and like I don't care anymore. And you're like, fuck that bitch, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I think it's just who I am today.
Yeah.
Just when I saw who I was subscribed to this morning and everything else,
it made you really upset.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, what is this episode?
I don't know, dude. I want to be a hater really quick. I wrote down here, men used to fight in wars. Now they give you the silent treatment. Men just really piss me off.
Yeah.
They make me so mad. Because, like, I don't know. Why are you giving me the silent treatment right now? Because you're mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go to work.
Yeah, literally.
Go make money.
Literally.
Fucking go fix the car. God. Piss me off. I'm like, I can't believe 100 years ago, men were the breadwinners.
They were fighting in wars and writing love letters to their wives back at home.
Exactly.
Now you can't even get a text back.
Yeah. Can't even get a text back. Or they ignore you when you stop being friends with somebody. Which is crazy.
I think we need to make a... Can I find your next one?
Maddie, no, because all your picks are really bad.
What do you mean?
All the ones that you're like, but cool for him. I'm like, no. That's crazy.
I mean, your picks are bad too.
I know. That's why neither of us should be trusted.
We need to find a common denominator, okay?
No.
You pick 5, I'll pick 5, and then we'll each pick one from each other.
That's crazy. The guy texted me on Hinge the other day and was just like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, oh, I'm just chilling. What about you? And he said, on a school trip currently.
I'm sorry.
Said, on a school trip currently. I said, oh, nice. Where are you at? Never got a response.
Or he's a loser.
I'm gonna be alone forever. And don't even give me the face. Don't even say anything right now. No, you're not. You're gonna find somebody because I know that you were about to. I am okay with being alone forever because I never want to have to go through any of this ever again. Do you know what makes me so mad? The other day I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, man, I just lost that one friend, that stupid fucking bitch. Just lost her because I thought she was my friend. Then lost the other one because he's just a little baby. And I'm like, you know what I was thinking the other day? I said, this wouldn't have happened if Dr. Phil would have just stayed at my job.
Yeah.
I would have never, ever put myself into this situation because I wouldn't have been looking at this other guy if Dr. Phil would have stayed at my job.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, my favorite bit for the week is saying, like, I think I'm the problem.
But see, Evie, if, first of all, I know it hurts because you lost that friend, but how genuine of a friend was she actually? You know what I mean? Like, when you look at it, she was very, like, surface level friend.
Yeah.
So it hurts because you feel like you lost two people at once, but they were very, like, surface level people.
Yeah. That's why I'm not, like, upset about it. I haven't cried about it. I'm not, like, it's not eating me up. It's just, like, it's annoying as adults.
Well, that's what it felt for me for a minute, too, where I was like, okay, I just lost literally all my friends, and I just live with my boyfriend, and I do nothing all the time because nobody wants to hang out with me, and I'm the worst person ever.
Yeah.
And I found you.
That was actually me when I was with my ex. I was like, wow, nobody wants to be around me.
That's how I felt for a really long time, and it sucked, and it was lonely, and all I would do was go to work and come home.
I actually haven't even found a better option at this point because I felt that way when I was with my ex, and I was like, wow, nobody wants to hang with me. I'm with my ex all day. All I do is hang out with her. She's my only friend. And then when we broke up, still, nobody wanted to hang out with me. It was just you.
Yeah, but I feel like we've gotten more out of your shell now. And I feel like I've gotten more out of my shell now, too.
Still, like, we don't have any friends other than each other.
It only takes one.
Yeah.
One friend is better than none, which is what we were at.
Yeah. Literally.
So this is a self-pity episode, so if anybody...
It is. Please. Oh my god.
People are going to watch this and hear, wah, 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 wah.
Alright. That's fine.
The other topics I put on here, I don't even care about talking about.
I don't even know what else I put on here. Let's see. We already talked about my shark and all of that stuff. The only other thing I put on here was biker gangs are cute. And that was because when I was driving to work yesterday at 7 a.m., I saw just this little, like, biker gang driving together. And I don't know.
They are really cute.
I think it's so cute. Like, you're in a little gang with your friends, and you guys drive little motorcycles together, and you have matching vests, and, like, it was so fucking cute. Yeah. And I was like, they're covered head to toe in tattoos, and they definitely look like they could kill somebody with their bare hands. But I was just like, that is so cute. To just have friends that you can just ride on little bikes together and have matching vests. And
I love when boys are friends.
Yeah.
It's so cute to see boys have friends.
I feel like being a boy and having friends, it's so much easier than being a girl and having friends.
Yeah. Because
girls are fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just having that perspective of, like, a boy's perspective, I wish I could have that.
Well, like, I don't want to be that girl where it's like, I always hang out with guys.
Yeah.
But I've always had a predominantly male friend group, and then it's like a couple of girls sprinkled in. And even that hasn't worked.
Yeah.
So, like, what's the guy's secrets?
Mine's been a good mix of guys and girls. I haven't had more guys than girls, but it's just like, they're all fucking annoying, and they all piss me off in certain ways.
This, like, our friends right now is the first girl group I've been in since middle school. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
So, that's tough. But I think it's just because when I started dating Cody, it was, like, all of them, and then, like, me and Sam would hang out.
Mm-hmm.
So we just all kind of merged together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, now I only have you guys.
Yeah. I literally have, like, my girlfriends from work and then, like, Carson.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
And it's just kind of
well, I do hang out with a couple people from like high school still, but those are like when they're in town when they have time, not like regularly seeing friends.
Yeah, the only regular friend I have is you.
Yes,
unless you count like my sister,
right?
So
I could count you and Brittany, but the only reason I don't count Brittany is because now she's family, and so I'm gonna see her either way.
Yeah,
but I do try to make time to make sure that me and Brittany get to hang out.
Yeah,
I'll really kick my nieces out. I'm like, okay, go to your rooms. We're talking.
Go to your rooms. We're having enrichment time right now.
Yeah. You have a meme or anything?
Yeah.
I wish you guys could see how cute my dog is on his little recliner. But he looks so cute and handsome.
Okay, I found some. These were just ones I found on TikTok, and it was like tweets I laughed at this week. I'm just gonna read them all because they're funny. It says, wearing those huge overnight pads is kind of gender. Like, okay, bulge.
That's embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. I want
to die. Baby, do you still think I'm hot after seeing me cry pathetically over tiny things I can't control? Me.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I only know how to be passionate and intense and insane.
Period.
The only surefire way to get over a crush is spending 4 to 7 years writing a 200-page novel about them.
Oh, I have something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Finish your memes.
Okay. Should I kill myself or get a matcha latte?
Matcha latte. Please.
BPD, banger posting disorder. What's everyone's favorite oven temp? Mine is 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mine too.
Yeah, perfect.
That's the best one. I don't care what the box says.
I agree. I agree.
I was just gonna say that I've started journaling again.
How's that working?
Fine. I've only done one entry, and it was 4 pages long.
As you should.
I used to keep a religious diary in middle school and up until I think sophomore year of high school, when I just stopped. I never wrote it again. And my diary is from 5th grade to sophomore year.
That's crazy.
And I just stopped writing. I don't know why. And I've had this journal that I've been holding on to for like 6 months. And I finally wrote in it, and I kind of feel better.
I thought about getting a diary, but I go to therapy every week.
I don't like calling it a diary. I like saying journal.
Oh, yeah. I thought about journaling again, but it's like I've been in therapy since the end of 2022.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so different.
I do that every
there's
week.
Things that like you forget to say, and there's also things where you're like.
That's why I write mine down.
Yeah, but I feel like
I guess this would be my journaling.
There's notes there's like just thoughts that I have that aren't vital to give to a therapist that I just want to get down.
Yeah.
So it helps me. If you want to try it, you don't have to feel weird about it. Yeah. I literally just write random things.
I literally, in my notes app, it's like, to this person for therapy, whoever my therapist is, and I'll just write stuff down.
It's said that you have to do that.
I know. And I'm just like, all right, this is literally just what I'm doing.
Oh, this is actually one of my favorite memes. I'm glad that I found it. It says, I want to be mysterious so bad, but this is my personality.